Man, I really thought they had a chance in this one. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. The Buffalo Bulls lose 28-3, getting completely shut down by Power 5 opponent Nebraska. Now, going into this game, many fans, including myself, believed that the UB Bulls, coming off of a massive win against FCS opponent the Wagner Seahawks, thought that the Bulls had a very, very good opportunity to pull the upset and beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As the Cornhuskers have not been a very strong Power 5 team the last little while, and despite a very, very strong effort by the Bulls defense in this game, they lose 28-3, as I stated. Now, I want to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly from this past Saturday's game. And we're going to start with the good, as there's not a whole lot of good to speak of when you lose 28-3. Now, the good in this game is the defense played very, very well throughout the game, barring a few very big plays that they did give up. They looked very stout against the run up front. Take away the one carry for 79 yards, the one scramble for 79 yards by the Cornhuskers quarterback Martinez, and the Bulls allowed just 3.5 yards a carry in this game against their Power 5 foe. And the second thing that you can come away from this game with, holding your head high, is the Bulls actually controlled this game. They controlled the time of possession in this game, 32 minutes to 28, which means they were in this game the whole time, despite what the score says. It was the big plays that essentially crushed and sunk this UB football team. And the third thing, as I just stated, is the game was a lot closer than the 28-3 score suggests. They were in this game pretty much the entire time. They went down at halftime 14-0, and it was 14-3 with like 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, something to that effect, I believe. So the Bulls were in this game the entire time. They just couldn't muster the offense to go with the very strong defense. Now we're going to go with the bad from this game. The Bulls' star running back, Kevin Marks, looked very, very average. Outside of a 30-yard run, and yes, he had 21 carries for 85 yards, but if you take away that 30-yard run, he averages 2.75 yards per carry. I know he averaged 4 yards per carry on the day, but you take away that 30-yard run, and he averaged just 2.75 yards per carry. It was a very lackluster day for running back Kevin Marks, who was again outshined by one of his backups. This time, it was by running back Dylan McDuffie, who averaged 6.6 yards per carry in this game. The second bad thing about this game was I tried so hard to convince myself. I said it last week that Kyle Van Treese looked every bit of a number one quarterback in Division I football. And that was me trying to convince myself. I said it all offseason, and you can check my Twitter, that I thought that he was not going to be the quarterback that could take us to the next level in terms of being able to compete with a good Power 5, with a Power 5 school, not even a good Power 5, just a Power 5 school. But it showed in this game that he is very, very limited in his ability. His arm strength is average. His athleticism is below average. And he is just simply a game manager. He was okay in this game, but it's clear that he does not throw the ball well over the middle, and he does not possess the arm strength to make all of the throws necessary to elevate your team to the next level. And it's very clear that he is not the type of quarterback that is going to be able to win the ball with his arm. He can't even win the game with his legs either, because he's less than stellar athletically. And this is where I really believed that Matt Myers should get another look from this UB Bulls coaching staff. I think he should get some more reps with the first team. If you look back at his game against Penn State as a freshman, Matt Myers conducted himself very well, and he looked every bit the part that he should as a number one quarterback. He has the arm strength to make all of the throws, and better yet, he has the athleticism to scramble and make plays with his legs when the play breaks down. Now, Van Treese had a decent stat line in this. He was 27 of 50 for 224 yards and an INT. He had one rush for 0 yards. However, that's only 4.48 yards per attempt. That's not going to get it done when you're playing quality opponents, when you're taking a big step up in quality of opponents, and they have a quality opponent coming into UB Stadium next week. Make sure you check out this page, like and subscribe so you guys never miss a video. I'm going to try something a little bit different next week. I'm going to try to vlog my experience at the University at Buffalo football game, as I will be there in attendance with my buddy to take, as the Bulls take on the number 17 take on Coastal Carolina, the number 17 ranked team in the nation. This is the first time that UB is going to host a ranked opponent since taking on number 8 Baylor in 2014. The third bad thing in this game was too many penalties. UB absolutely shot themselves in the foot time and time and time again in this game, as they had a very undisciplined game. They had 10 penalties for 88 yards, and when you go up against a team that is another tier in talent, you cannot have these mistakes mentally. You have to be able to play disciplined, and you have to not make mistakes in these games. The Bulls did all of the above. They were undisciplined. They made too many mistakes, and that's why they got the result that they did. The ugly in this game. The play calling on offense appeared very, very limited, as they looked to call upon maybe a handful of run plays and pass plays throughout the entire game. They were also, in my opinion, very predictable on offense, and they looked completely outmatched all game long. It was very, very clear as the game progressed that UB's offense was clearly outmatched by Nebraska's defense. And the second thing and last thing that was ugly in this game was too many big plays. Yes, I said the defense played well. However, there were too many big plays by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The first big play in this one was a sack, should have been sack, turned into a 79-yard scramble by Martinez that set up a Nebraska touchdown. The second was, with less than a minute to go in the first half, down just 7-0, something you can hang your hat on going into halftime. You're in the game, and they give up a long touchdown play to Nebraska. And the third thing wasn't really on the defense. This one's on the offense, and that Kyle Van Treese had a ball tipped and intercepted deep in UB territory when they were still relatively in the game. It was 14-3. Then they scored it and made it 21-3, which effectively ended the game. And then, of course, the last big play of the game, they're down 21-3, and they allow what I believe is a 69-yard touchdown pass to make it 28-3. UB cannot have those against Power 5 teams and expect to stay in the game. And it is very, very clear that their offense is extremely limited with Kyle Van Treese under center. Now, I'm not saying pull the plug on him right away. However, if your run game is not going to be anywhere near as dominant as it was the last few seasons, you have to have somebody in there that could potentially win the game with his arm, and Kyle Van Treese is not that guy. Again, guys, remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a thumbs up so this video can spread. Subscribe so you guys never miss a video. We talk UB Bulls, football, men's basketball, Bills, and Sabres, all on this channel. Videos weekly. Thank you guys for watching again. Have a fantastic week.